We are recording. That way those that missed it can catch the replay on Doc B Theory YouTube channel. We are in chapter 8. There are a couple examples I definitely want to go over. I've gotten so rusty with my solfege. I can't even put the other class's video on because I made so many mistakes. One example I would like to go over is 8 dash. Well, hold on. I'm way off on that number. I'd like to go over 8-13 by Schubert. This is on page 122 in your book. I specifically want to do this example because it is remarkably similar to one of the examples you'll be recording on your own. So this example is in 6/4 time signature. This is 8.13 on page 122. What can you tell me about it?
This time I'm pretty sure it's in G major.
It is in G major. Good. What else?
There's an anacrusis.
There is. What beat?
Beat 4. No, beat 6/4 is the confusing thing, man. Would it just be 4, or does it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Because I do not remember how to count 6/4.
Okay, the top number tells us how many beats there are per measure.
Right.
So we have 6 beats per measure.
Right. So it's
the
on
bottom
B6,
number tells us what note value gets the beat.
which would be the quarter note.
Correct. So we start on beat.
Beat 6.
There you go. You got it. Let's count this, shall we? We're just going to count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4. How do we do? Really repetitive, right? Same thing over and over and over again. Questions, comments, concerns with that? All right, so we're in G major. This is a cannon. What is a cannon? It's the big gun that shoots people.
One person starts and then another person starts from the beginning later on.
Yeah. So it's a round, right? Row, row, row your boat. So this is from the section that says melodies that contain the 4 chord and the 2 chord. Can you find the 4 chord and the 2 chord? So if we are in G major, how do we spell that 4 chord? If G is 1, 4 is?
Should be C.
Good. So we're looking for C, E, G. Do you see it? I don't.
The fourth full bar, it goes C, E, and then it drops down to G.
It does. You're right. Let's go back a note before that. We get A, C, E. That is our...
That'd be our second.
That'd be our 2 chord. So what is our 2 chords solfege?
T, Re, Fa.
T,
Wait,
Re, Fa is your
no,
7
no.
chord.
Oh,
That's your
yeah.
7 chord. Good. Try again.
Re, Fa, La.
There you go. So we got to start getting these down. In fact, what I should make you do is I should make you sing them in triads. Major scale and triads. You think you can do it?
I don't think that's plausible for a voice.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I can't sing 3 notes at once. I don't know how
Oh
talented
no,
you are.
no, you would arpeggiate them. You'd have to arpeggiate them, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Let me go to chord progression land here. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Man, my computer hates me today. Come on. Whoa. All right, so we went do, mi, so, re, fa, la, mi, so, ti. Is that a T? Yes, it is. Fa, la, do, so, ti, re, la, do, mi, ti, re, fa, do, mi, so. That's what I want you to be able to do. And have it be second nature. So, 2 chord. Re, fa, la. 5 chord. Sol, ti, re. You know what I mean? So you might want to practice those. Take a little screenshot. Start learning your triad solfege. All right, can I go back to not sharing the screen? So we're back at 8:13, yeah? You ready to sing it? We start on sol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, do, re, ti. So, do, re, ti. So, mi, re, fa, la, do, mi, re, do. So, mi, fa, re. So, mi, fa, re. So, mi, do, la. Fa, mi, so. Oh, I did that wrong. Mi, so, fa, mi. So, 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 do, mi, fa, re, so, do. How'd we do? Besides my rhythm blunder.
Can we try that
I
again?
forgot all the hand signs.
Yeah, we got rusty. I've been pushing you so hard on dictation, we've totally neglected our solfege. We got to do it again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, do, re, ti. So, do, re, ti. So, mi, re, fa, do, mi, re, do. So, mi, fa, re. So, mi, fa, re. So, mi, do, la. Fa, mi, so, fa, mi. So, 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 do, mi, fa, re, so, do. You do all right?
I still need more practice on this.
Yeah. So that's a good example because it's in the time signature of one of your video examples that's due on Sunday. Okay. All right. Let's look at another one, shall we? You want to look at a doozy? You want to look at the one that kicked my trash this morning? 8.17 was a brutal catastrophe. I could not sing it for the life of me. What's up with 8.17?
It's an alto clef.
Yeah.
It's an abhorrent time signature. 3/8.
3/8's not terrible if you just take it slow enough. It's just 1 and 2 and 3 hand, right?
Yeah. Just it's 3/4, but with 8 notes.
Yeah.
In Allegrato, though. What?
So walking speed. I'm going to be a slow walker today.
Let's see. Key of 4 sharps, which is
Or what?
or 4 flats. I don't know why I said 4 sharps. Key of 4 flats, which is A flat minor or A flat major or F minor.
All right. Which is it?
Let's take a look. It looks. I see a natural, so F minor.
What does that natural indicate?
It is a raised 7th or leading tone.
Good. They asked the question right before, what is the best way to find lowered scale degree 7 in measure 5?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah. So we're going to have Tay and T.
There's also a repeat.
Yeah. I was so bad this morning we didn't even take the repeat. That's how awful it went. So do you see that the third note in measure 5 is Tay? Do, so, Tay. Do, so, Tay, lay. Fa, re. That's the hardest measure.
Singing in this key is going to be a pain.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good time. Good time.
Get to practice our little Timmy voices.
Yeah. All right, let's give it a go. One, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, 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 re, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Do, so, te, le, fa, re. I told you. I hate this one. Do,
Wait.
so, te, le, fa, le, so, me, do, re, fa, me, fa, so, do, so, te, le, fa, re, le, so, me, do, re, fa, me, re, do, me, re, ti, so, re, fa, me, re, do, me, re, me, fa, so, do, so, te, le, fa, re, fa, le, so, me, do, re, fa, me, re, do. Repeat. Do, so, te, le, fa, re, fa, le, so, me, do, re, fa, me, re, do. Yay.
I was doing like Naruto hand signs with the the repeat. I was all over the place. I could not.
That one was brutal. But I can at least stand with that recording. I'll put that one up. Questions?
Just a quick fix. How did you do? I think it was the flat of lay or la.
Lay. Law. Lay. Law.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Good question. Quiet on the set. My roommates. All right. Where shall we go?
I don't know. You're the captain of the ship.
know.
Wait, Doc. How did you do tea? Like, how do you remember what tea is
T is just a half step below do.
in this scenario?
It's just a half step below do. Do, ti, do, half step neighbors. Do, ti, do.
How do you remember from Ray when you've been in minor?
Say that again.
Like, since we've been in minor this whole time, it's been Tay,
Right.
and then we're coming to T from Ray. How do you remember
So
what it sounds like?
Ray is just skipping over do to get to T. Re, ti, do. It's the note above, the note below, back to the note. Re, ti, do. There's a specific term for that in theory, and we're going to get there.
Do I know what it is?
You might.
I don't remember anything.
Do I know what it is?
Well, of course you do. You're a teacher. You are the all-powerful being.
We're going to hit it in theory too this semester. It's all those non-chord tones. All right. Okay, let's look at this Netherlands one. We did this morning, and I want to make sure that you're all right with it. And you're not too scared. Grace, you want to come sing in solfege? Then you better cool it. Punish my kids and make them music literate. Salty rays. All right, Netherlands, 8.15. What can you tell me?
We have a repeat. We're in 5 sharps, which is B major, right? Or are we in?
It is B major, but we're not in B major.
Oh, so we're in G sharp minor.
G sharp minor.
I do
Which
see
one are we
double
doing?
sharp.
8.15 from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Common time. I see this. This is for the DC Alfine, right? With the bracket over the.
No, we have a first and a second ending. So we're going to go measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, first ending, repeat, measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, second ending, measure 5, measure 6, measure 7.
Okay.
You with me?
Yeah, I think.
So you do the whole first line, then you repeat, and then the second time you skip the first ending and go to the second ending with the bracket with the 2
Right.
and go to the end.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Does B
So
major normally have a double?
Ah, say that again.
Does B major normally have a double sharp?
No, it has no business being in B major. So guess what?
It's not.
It's not. Where are we?
G sharp minor, right?
G
No?
sharp minor.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
relative minor.
Oh, yeah.
Could be worse. Could be F sharp.
Well, we have F
Major.
sharps. Okay, so what does that double sharp signify?
just go to G. So it'd go to what? T Tay? Because it's not G sharp, it's G, so it should be Tay, right?
Try again. You're close. We've raised our scale degree 7, taking our F sharp to F double sharp. And because we've raised our 7th, we've given ourselves what kind of minor?
Harmonic.
Harmonic minor. So that's just a T. It looks a lot scarier, makes you want to do crazy things like call it a T, but it's just a T. Do, T, do. So don't let that double sharp scare you. It's just a T, half step below do. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Anything else we got to be worried about?
Not worried, but so is the only difference between a second ending and DSL Fine is that you skip like however much the first ending is, or is there more?
Say that one more time. I got to put my thinking cap on for that question.
So is the difference between the DSL Fine and the second ending, like first and second ending, being that in the first and second ending you skip measures because you're skipping the
Yes.
first ending? Okay.
Yes, correct. We are not going to do the first ending twice, only once, only the first time. Okay, any nasty?
In the sixth measure, E's also sharp.
Oh, what does that signify?
Melodic?
Yes. Good, Preston. Yes, you're absolutely right. We are in melodic minor because we've raised our 6 and our 7.
I thought there was a lot going on for B major. Makes a lot of sense.
We are in melodic minor. Good eye. Are there any nasty leaps?
Not really, unless you count May to T.
May T is going to be fun. May T. Haha, all these fun words we can come up with. May T. Arrgh, it's Pirate Day. All right. We also have a nasty little leap in between the third measure and the fourth measure. Sol, re. Sol, re, and Métis. All right. You ready to rock? One, two, ready, go. Do, re, re, mi, ti. Do, re, mi, fa, so, re. Do, repeat. Do, re, mi, ti. Do, re, mi, fa, so, re. Do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, re, do, ti, do. How do we do? Let's do it again. What was shaky about it?
I messed up on the second ending
Okay.
because I went to look at the first ending again.
Too. That's what I did.
Yeah. So when I'm holding a note longer than you are, you're like, "Oh, Nikes, we got to go to the next measure after." Two, ready, go. Do, re, mi, ti. Do, re, mi, fa, so, re. Do, repeat. Do, re, mi, ti. Do, re, mi, fa, so, re. Second ending, re. Do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, re, do, ti, do. Do we get it?
Yeah, that time was much better.
All right. All right. Let's do something different. Where do you want to travel to?
So we're moving from sight singing,
No.
or we're just going to a different thing. All right.
Let's just do another one. Let's do 8.36 from my ancestors' home country. What's up with this one?
It's still an alto?
It is. We did this one last semester, actually. This was one of your videos. Do you remember this one?
I think I do actually.
So, do, mi, so, fa, mi, do, re, fa, mi, re, do, ti, so, do,
How do I
mi,
remember
re,
this?
do, ti, la, fa, la, so, do, ti, do. Let's not do that one. We already did it. I know what we want to do. We want to do 8.41 counting.
I don't know.
You don't know that we want to do that?
I don't think I want to do
Yeah.
that. 616
Okay.
doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, I think we want to do a different one.
Maybe not throw us right into the fire right off the bat. Start us off in the pan.
It's not even hard.
853 looks fun.
That's way too hard. What's going on with 8.41?
There's so many sharps. I don't know what key it's in. I'm gonna guess F sharp.
We're just looking at rhythm. Just looking at rhythm for now.
6/16.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Means there's 6 beats per measure, and that the 16th note is the equivalent of a quarter note in this one.
3/8.
It's the beat.
So how are you gonna count it?
For this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is just 3/8, huh? It's just double 3/8.
You can't think of that because 3/8 would be 1 nollie.
Right.
It's not that. Isn't
Where are you gonna put your 1, and where are you gonna put your la, and where are you gonna put your li? You could say it's 3. You could say it's 3/8 per half measure. I'll buy that.
Sure. So like after the pickup, isn't that 1 li? Or
Yes.
not 1, but you know what I mean.
Yes, it is 1.
So after the
1
anacrusis,
li 2 li 1 li 2.
That's all it is. Piece of cake. You guys are all worried. What are you worried about? Okay, we have an anacrusis of the li. True story? 1 la, li, 2 la. Li 1, li 2, li 1, li 2, li 1, li 2, li 1, li 2, li 1, 2, 1, li 2, li 1, 2, 1, li 1, li 2, li 1, li 2, li 1, li 2, li 1, li 2, li 1, 2, li 1, 2, 1. What'd you think?
Take that back. That wasn't so hard.
Say again?
Take that back. It wasn't so hard.
It isn't so hard. So what I want you to see is what happens to us. We go into fear or flight mode. We go into, that's a lot of black ink all over the page. There's a lot of beams. That's a big number, 16. Oh, there's a lot of sharps. I can't do this. It's way too hard. And then when you really break it down, it's like, I can totally hang. I actually put my pants on 2 legs at a time, so I'm a step ahead of y'all. I can do this. Right? You can do this.
At the end of the phrase, even though it's the same thing, is it broken up just because like it wants you to phrase it that way?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So they
Weird,
have not beamed it specifically for that reason. And who's that for?
Me?
That is for you. It's for everybody. But who is that? What instrumentalists are going to really appreciate the way that they've done that?
Vocalists, because they have to breathe.
Okay, so the vocalists love seeing it that way, because the vocalists know if I see a beam, I'm not going to breathe unless I'm dying if there's a beam. So they love that. Phrase in, beam break, that's where I'm taking my breath. But it's not just for vocalists. Who else?
woodwind, maybe?
Yeah, any player that's going to breathe.
Instrument that has to breathe.
Good.
Yeah. Woodwind, brass.
And
What else is there? Woodwind, brass, vocalists.
Maybe a vibraphone.
what would a vibraphone do differently there?
Sustain or like pedal.
Love it. Yeah, good. It's for everybody. But I want you to keep thinking of instruments and how they're going to handle that.
I feel like I play it differently on piano too.
Okay, what do you do differently with piano?
I don't know. I feel like I like emphasize the anacrusis more than just like if it's the end of the phrase, it feels like it doesn't need emphasis. But if it's the beginning of the phrase, it feels like it needs more.
I agree. Now, also, what note would you say is the goal note of this phrase?
I don't know.
You nailed it, Yvonne, is the top note, right? We're going to go to our top note, and then we're going to go away from our top note. Because it's the top note. It's a very musical way of performing that. So you as a pianist absolutely would do something different. You would give more oomph to that high A sharp, and then you'd come down in volume at the end of the phrase. The thing that I was hoping that you guys would get to is as a string player. A string player's not going to change their bow direction until the end of that phrase, if they can. They're not going to go don 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 don. But that's a long bit, so they might have to do like groups of 4. And then where the vocalist would breathe, the violinists are going to change their bow direction. So it affects every instrument. We talked about piano, we talked about string, we talked about woodwinds, we talked about vibraphones, we talked about vocalists. Everybody is going to pay attention and do something. And having that break in the beam, absolutely, is a nice visual cue. Hey, new phrase, take a breath, change your bow direction, be more sensitive coming down on the end of that phrase so that you can start the next phrase. Absolutely. This was
Is that a good rule when writing for strings, is like thinking about kind of like when a vocalist has to breathe, thinking about that as like string or bow direction?
Absolutely. And in finale, and I'm sure in Sibelius as well, you actually have the bow markings that you can put in. You can put those bow markings in and say, I want an up bow here and a down bow here. Why would you want to do that?
If you know enough about the instrument to know what that means.
Yes. And if you are fortunate to know that, how does that help you compose?
Because you can create a lot of better different sounds and make interesting music.
It's all about sound. So like, okay, I want a really rough, rugged sound. I'm going to put the violins doing a down bow on a tremolo. Or if I want an anacrusis, I'm going to have them do an up bow and then come down on the strong beat with their down bow. Right. Stuff like that. So depending upon the sound you want, it's going to depend on what you score. Otherwise, you're leaving it up to them and you get what you get. But if you give them specific instructions and they're willing to honor those instructions, it's a totally different story.
Yeah, it could also make things very uniform and neat when it comes to playing in like a symphony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody's doing the same thing instead of...
Well, yeah, and so there's
all figuring it out.
There are actually people whose job it is to write in bow directions. And then their job is to erase the bow directions when they turn the scores back into the company they rented the scores from. Somebody has to erase all the bow markings that got put in, all the parts. That's a full-time gig right there.
Why not just keep them?
Because the company that rented the score doesn't want them in case another orchestra wants a different sound or another conductor doesn't like where the other orchestra put their up and down bows.
That's so much work.
Yep, it is.
Trying to think of a way a guitar would benefit from that ending of the phrase. Maybe like resetting your fingerings with your fretting hand, or something. I don't know.
Would you say your down strum is harder or stronger than your up strum?
Yeah, you could definitely change what strum pattern you're doing, but that would require, well, I guess if you just up pick if you up strum a note, it's gonna sound different from playing when you down strum. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
and depending upon what string you play the note on, because you can often play the same note on different strings, you might change how you pick up or down, or 2 ups in a row or 2 downs in a row.
yeah, that's that's weird to think about.
Yeah,
I'm this is classic music is definitely really not my thing. Like when it comes to knowledge, I'm a thrasher and a metalhead through and through, so it's different for me.
sure, but there's different ways of playing the same chord, and some of them are more
Right.
awkward on your fingers than others. Or you might throw a capo down, like forget that. I'm just gonna throw a capo down. It's much easier playing this chord with a
Yeah.
capo than the original. So, all this stuff we got to think about, huh? That was a great discussion. All right, what key are we in?
C sharp major.
You want to put 30 cents on that?
No. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, wait, hold on. Yes, we are in C sharp major or A sharp minor. I don't
Which
see
is it?
any. I don't see any. Actually, I do see one. So I think we're in A sharp minor because I see that double sharp there. Does that make a difference?
You see the double sharp? The double
Yeah.
sharp's our leading tone. We are in A sharp minor.
What example are we doing?
We're looking at 8.41. We just figured out
okay.
we just figured out the rhythm for it. Now we're gonna sing it. So we are in A sharp minor. We have our T. We don't have any lays, so we're gonna have laws, right? Or do we? Do we have T's and T's?
Oh, yes. Question mark.
Where's our T?
Oh, never mind. It's just T.
Are you sure?
35% sure.
Measure 3. Measure 3, I see a T. You see it?
Oh, yes.
So we have T,
bass
measure
clef.
1. Bass clef. Can't live without it.
Ugh.
Can't live with it, can't live without it. Measure 1, we have the T. Measure 3, we have the T. I don't ever see a lay, just a law.
We have 3 minutes left.
We better hurry and sing.
I love minor.
1 ollie, 2 la. So do ti do re me fa so do te le so fa me re do re me so fa me re do re le te. Where are we? So le do te le so fa me re me so. Is that so? fa, re, me, re, so, do, so, fa, me, re, do. Nasty key. Can I teach you a trick? We're going to sing it in A major, or not A major, A minor. Okay? We're going to totally ignore, I want you to ignore the key signature. Whenever you have a double sharp, it's just a sharp. So we're going to go from 7 sharps to 0 sharps. And when you get that G double sharp, we're going to just make that a G sharp.
So it becomes a T?
It always was a T.
Or, okay, so nothing changes.
So just ignore your key signature. We're going to do an A minor with the exception of that G double sharp. 1 la, li, 2 la. So, do, ti, do, re, me, fa, so, do, te, le, so, fa, me, re, do, re, me, so, fa, me, re, do, re, so, le, do, te, le, so, fa, me, re, me, so, fa, me, re, so, do, so, fa, me, re, do. I would much rather sing an A minor than A sharp minor any day of the week and twice on Sunday. It was a lot easier.
Is there any reason to write this in A sharp minor instead of B flat minor?
Just to be a jerk.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're wanting to make you well-rounded and be able to sing in any key. I'm sure there's also other considerations for like keys. Like brass players hate playing in sharps. They like playing in flats. Right? When you get into your orchestration class at the 4-year institution when you transfer, they'll talk all about what instruments can and cannot actually play in certain keys, that sort of thing. But for sight singing, they're just wanting to make sure you can read it.
But I can't.
Well, you can, and I just gave you a shortcut, so then you can figure out all the solfege and then transpose it back.
No.
All right, I will see you all tomorrow or Thursday.
Later, Bascom. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye.
All right, Doc. Adios.
See ya.